Howdy folks! Happy New Year! It's 2019. Unbelievable. Like, where has last year gone? Anyway, so hi, my name is Karis. I'm the host of Honest F1. And so I'm gonna give you a short introduction about myself. I am an extremely negative, skeptical, and pessimistic person by nature. So I decided what better way to start off the new year than to share some of my pet peeves with you guys in relation or in regards to F1 armchair critics. So who am I referring to when I talk about armchair critics? I'm referring to F1 people. I'm referring to F1 podcasts as well as F1 YouTubers. So during 2018, I started following these people a lot more often. And inevitably, with such a negative personality, I've come up with 3 things that get me triggered, that I get so triggered about whenever they come up during discussions in podcasts or live streams on YouTube. Firstly, it gets me so annoyed when people get facts wrong, but don't check it. Let me give you an example. Remember when Ferrari implemented team orders in Austria 2002? Okay, now we're going to talk about team orders. I'm going to draw a comparison back to, I think it's when Ferrari implemented team orders in Hungary 2004, I think. Is it Hungary 2004? And then the other person goes, yeah, I think it's Hungary 2004. Yeah. Hungary 2004? Isn't this incident supposed to be like well known? Austria 2002. Moving on. Secondly, it gets me so irritated when let's say there are 3 people in the discussion, all of them have the same biases, and they pass the same skewed judgment because of those biases. And no one questions the judgment, and they treat it like it's set in stone, and they just move on. I'm not saying that you can't have biases, because I clearly have biases, right? I clearly have biases. And everyone has biases. But when you're doing an objective discussion, shouldn't you have various points of view that you debate? And if you can't come to a consensus, then you just agree to disagree, right? Like, let me give you an example. Brazil. These people are Verstappen fans, so they'd be saying, oh my gosh, what was Ocon thinking? Like, clearly, he had no reason to do that. And then everyone else in the discussion would be like, I know, right? I completely agree with you. Whose fault was it? Clearly, it's Ocon's fault. Okay, settled? Okay, we all agree it's Ocon's fault. Where's the discussion? Like, I'm listening to the podcast to hear various points of view, discussion, not... Moving on. 3rd point. I think this is one of those that gets me the most triggered. So it's when people are defending drivers and they give illegitimate arguments. Classic example, and the one example that really gets me worked up, is people excuse Max Verstappen's actions because he's young. What does that mean? Okay, case study, Brazil Grand Prix again, because it's an easy example. Max pushed Esteban because he was angry. Now that is a legitimate reason. But the people I was listening to went, I excuse Max Verstappen's actions because he's still young and immature and he's hot-headed. So his actions are excusable. It's what you expect out of him. Sure, it's what you expect out of him, but is it excusable? I mean, there's a reason why he got a punishment, right? Those 2 days of community service. Anyway, so that is my 3 pet peeves of armchair critics in F1. So thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, do leave a comment because this is actually a new video format that I'm trying out. And if you like it, then you can expect some more content like this from me in the future. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you want more day-to-day or like daily updates. If not, that's about it, and I'll see you soon with another video. Goodbye!